Good morning, students. So, after an interval of time, again we are here to discuss a new topic of the novel Around the World in 80 Days by Jules Verne. Students, today we will start chapter number 7, Lost in Yokohama. In my last video, we have discussed the story of Fix Trick. Now we will continue with the next chapter, Lost in Yokohama. After Fogg and Otter went shopping for clothes and then dined together, they returned to the hotel. Fogg did not worry when he did not find his valet waiting for them. He was sure that Passepartout would be at the harbour next morning. But morning came and Passepartout was not there. Neither was the ship. Fogg went to the ticket office. "Excuse me, sir, where is the Carnatic? It sailed last night after repairs." "When is the next ship to Yokohama?" "For another week, sir." A few steps away, Detective Fix was listening. "My name is Fix. I have missed the boat too." Fogg was not at all put off his latest difficulty. "There must be another ship or boat in the harbour of Hong Kong, and when I find it, you will welcome to join us." When neither Fogg nor Fix knew was that Passepartout woke up from the sleeping powder in time to catch the ship. He was now on the Carnatic, sailing off to Japan. When he boarded, he was hoping that Fogg was allowed on the ship. However, when he searched for them, he could not find Fogg and Otter. He was also a little bit frightened because he was alone and penniless. He was very sad. In the afternoon, Fogg found and hired a boat. The Tankard was too small to take them all the way to Japan, but he could get them to Shanghai. There they would get on the American steamer, the General Grant, which would take them first to Yokohama and then to San Francisco. I can only hope that Passepartout made it on to the Carnatic. It was a stormy voyage, the wind blew hard and the little boat struggled. "We won't go and get to the Shanghai in time. We must stop at another port." "You are right, but there's only one choice, Shanghai." Bunsby realized it was useless to argue, and on they went through the wild storm. The next morning, when Passepartout was sitting at the edge of the street, feeling tired and hungry, he had to do something to get food, because he was penniless. Then he saw a clown walking through the street carrying a sign that advertised a circus. So what he think to join that? He followed the clown to a large tent where there was lots of other clowns, acrobats and jugglers. He hoped he could use his old talents as a performer to get a job with the show. He met the manager of Little Circus, Mr. Buttercup, who spoke English very well. "Oh, please, sir, I need food. Let me work for you. I'll do anything," begged Passepartout. So that afternoon he found himself in the human pyramid of the acrobatic show. There he stood at the bottom of the pyramid. In the evening of 11th November, Fogg's little boat sailed into the Shanghai as the American steamer was leaving the harbour. After a lot of shouting, Fogg, Fix and Otter climbed onto the ship to Yokohama. On board they asked about the ship's route. The General Grant would indeed make a 6-hour stop at Yokohama for coal. When they arrived in Yokohama early on the 14th November, Fogg and Otter went immediately onto the Carnatic to ask about Passepartout. They learned that a Frenchman by that name had arrived the previous day. Fogg knew there was no time to waste. "We have 6 hours to find him. Off we go." As that was running out, Otter was afraid that they would never find him. Suddenly, they turned a corner. Fogg noticed the circus tent. He remembered Passepartout circus background and as a man who would leave no stone unturned immediately bought 2 tickets. He said, through the performance of flying trips, artists, clowns, when the human pyramid appeared, Fogg stood up and shouted, Passepartout. Students, as you can see in the picture also, when Passepartout saw his master, a big smile appeared on his face. Forgetting about the pyramid, he ran toward his friend. So I am sorry, that is my fault. Time enough for explanations later. Passepartout, let's get out and change the clothes and got into the ship because they had to cover up around the world in 80 days. So without wasting the time, they ran from there. Students, I hope you all understand the story of this lesson. Go through the topic very concentrately and find the hard words, meanings from inside the chapter and the lines, who said the lines to whom. Thank you.